Oh, great. Hold on. And we're live, folks. I'm here. The title says it all. Everything I'm about to do and talk about. So, my bad. So I'm about to say the title says it all. Peace and blessings, my soul family. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm sending you guys amazing energy. My laptop charger came out, but yeah, I'm about to just get into like the spiritual realm of things. Why it's important to connect with your ancestors, and why is it how it's disrespectful to call it demonic or like devil worship. Yeah, because this was inspired by a post I saw yesterday. You know, and then a lot of people see it as demonic because it's not traditional. I guess now it's not traditional now or whatnot, and people are just like, what is going on? Like, they're talking about like people are doing rituals or whatnot. I'm just gonna keep it like rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, his funeral was like Saturday. No, not Saturday, like Friday or something at the Staples Center, his memorial. And that it was I saw a post, this lady, she was a Christian, obviously. Well, not obviously, but she was a Christian, and she was making a post. I mean, talking about how his mother was calling in the ancestors and like basically allowing them into the funeral and like saying something like accepting him into where they're at, the place that they're at. My bad for I didn't watch any of the memorial, so I'm just going off what I saw. And they said, and then the lady was saying like, oh, whatever he did, he's not getting into heaven or whatnot, blah blah blah. And it's wrong regardless. His deeds are not, even though they're good, he's not gonna be able to get into heaven, and it was whatever, blah blah blah. And even though if he did this good stuff, he didn't accept Christ, or they're not allowing Jesus in their life or whatnot. And it's that. It's not all Christians, so I'm not gonna just rag on Christians, but it's a few that are so naive and disrespectful. And not did I say naive, but it's just so disrespectful and so like closed-minded, because this is something they do in Africa. People still worship like their ancestors and whatnot. People still worship. I don't even say worship. They're just calling on to them because they're connected with them in a spiritual way. They're giving praise to their ancestors. And, it's important to give praise to your ancestors and connect with them, because they will help give you guidance in life. Your spiritual ancestors are people who are here before you, and they guide you throughout the world. They'll give you guidance through the universe. The universe will allow you to connect with the spiritual ancestors. And basically on a physical realm, I can break it down on a physical realm. Say you have your parents, they're your spiritual guides, they're your spirit guides. They guide you through life. They teach you, they give you the foundations of what to believe in or whatnot. They give you these foundations, what to do in life. They teach you the ropes. They give you lessons and whatnot. They teach you right from wrong. That's what parents do. Next, you have your grandparents, which are your spiritual gatekeepers. So, something, how you go to church with grandma or something. She's introducing you to like spirituality. She's introducing you to what to believe in. She's giving you the introduction of what to do in life, and what to believe in or whatnot. So your grandmother is basically your spiritual gatekeeper. And then thank you. And your great grandparents are your ancestors. They were here before, your grandparents. Well, your great grandparents are your ancestors, because they're your grandparents, and they were your grandparents, spiritual gatekeepers, and they laid the foundation to connect with you on a spiritual level. So it's all about finding out who your spiritual ancestors are, like who you're receiving messages from, who you see in your visions, who you hear messages from, who you're talking to and whatnot. If you're able to hear spirits, there's different types of that smile, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Hope you're doing amazing. What was I saying? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, there's different types of spiritual powers that you can handle, like clairsentience. That's the ability to know something before you even go over it. So if your friend is telling you about something, you already know it and whatnot. What's next? Clairvoyance. That's your ability to get visions. So you may get visions in from your ancestors. You may be able to see your ancestors in visions. Claircognizance is the ability to see, hear, see, hear. I know Claire. Yeah, Claire. I'm gonna come back to claircognizance. Clairaudience is the ability to hear messages. So you may be able to talk to and communicate with your ancestors and different spirits in the spiritual realm. So, I can break down what goes on in the spiritual realm, how you can access the spiritual realm. I'm about to do that after. And then claircognizance. It's your gut feeling. So that little gut feeling you get. You may hear something like, oh, don't do it after you get your gut feelings or whatnot. Just get a feeling like, oh, all right, whatever. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to keep. No, you can stay on. You can stay on. It's all love. You can just appreciate the energy. And what else? What's next? Breaking down the spiritual realm, like what goes on, like how you can get to the spiritual realm. You can meditate. You can you burn sages or whatnot, because you're clearing the energy, the spirits in your house and whatnot. You're clearing like the demonic spirits and whatnot. And next, what else? The next one, then another way, is to ask for guidance from the universe. You just ask like, oh, hey, I need your guidance right now. Something like that, or whatever you believe in, you can ask guidance. You may have spirits come to you and around you to come around, and whatnot. So yeah, that's another way. The next way is you can smoke weed. Weed is a portal to the spiritual realm, and you get high. When you're high, you're in high vibration. That's why they call it getting high. You're in high vibrations, high spirit. Your mind goes everywhere into different conscious levels and different dimensions and whatnot. And, there's a fun fact: this mic not even record. It's not even recording. The software is messed up. I don't edit audio on my lives anyway, so whatnot. I don't even need to wear my headphones right now. I just had them on. Then are they? Yeah, they're plugged in. But off topic. But being able to connect with these, be able to go into the spiritual realm. And some people are actually naturally there. People come across like different forms of beings and spirits that they interact with. Some say extraterrestrials. Some people are saying they can receive messages from God and whatnot. In the church, the prophets and whatnot, the preachers, whatever. Then they're able to talk to spirits. They're able to get information. Well, all of that basically is astral projection. Anybody can do astral projection. You just have to have the knowledge, and you have to have the ability to vibrate with different frequencies. So and jump to different dimensions through your consciousness level. So yeah, and talking to spirits and whatnot. It's being in contact with spirits and whatnot. Some people cannot hear them. Some people can see them. So, but yeah, being in contact with these spirits will allow you to receive guidance and receive wisdom. I had a question. Well, I had people ask me like, how do you gain such wisdom or such knowledge? It's more than just studying. It's more than just doing research. It's more than just watching documentaries and watching videos. You have to piece two and two together. In your mind, in your head, you just got to use your critical thinking skills, I guess. But you got to piece two and two together, and you're to get 4 or fish, really. But to get 4, and once you get 4, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. But it's all about believing in your truth as well, and gaining spiritual guidance and the right wisdom from the universe, from your ancestors, from your gatekeepers, from your parents, from your grandparents, from whoever in life, on a reality sense and the spiritual sense. Just getting the spiritual wisdom and the reality wisdom too. So yeah, it's all about how you connect with certain things. And once you connect with certain things in the spirit realm, and you understand the spirit realm, you'll see signs in every situation, every person, and everyone. And yeah, once you take it seriously. And you know, and sometimes it's you have to be careful though when you enter, you know, like the spiritual realm or whatnot. And this is for goes for people that, you know, try to find an escape route in life from reality. You have to make sure you have to come back to reality sometime at some point. Can't be high all the time. And, you know, some people get lost into doing that. Some people get lost. You know, I have my problems. You know, sometimes you get lost and so lost into like for your fantasies and whatnot, your imagination, the images. You just get so lost that you forget your sense of reality. So you have to balance it out. You know, being in high vibration. Sometimes you have to come down into reality. Just, you know, just get a like a not like a reality check or whatnot, or just to appreciate and like understand life for it, what it is. You know. You can, if we could all live in our fantasy worlds 24/7, we would. Who wouldn't want to live in their fantasy world 24/7? But you know, and why is it disrespectful to say people that worship their ancestors are demonic? This highly disrespectful because you're not just coming at a person's belief system. You're coming at a person's belief system first. Then you're coming at someone's ancestors. You're coming at somebody's ancestors. People that were here before them. You're coming at people's spiritual protection, their spiritual guidance. You're coming after them and disrespecting them by calling it demonic. Something that's a low vibration. That's what a demon is. You're calling it demonic, and then you're calling it destructive. You're basically saying like, oh, it's evil that you're praising your ancestors, or you're asking your ancestors for guidance and coming in and aiding you in life, or coming to protect you from whatever comes from the spiritual realm, you know, and just allowing them into allow you into their safe haven, their heaven, you know. That is disrespectful. I mean, it's like someone saying like, oh, you know, like this, just like the hijack, like how people treat Muslims and Islamic people for like years, like it's like after 9/11, it's been almost 2 decades since that happened, and you see how people treated like Muslims and Islamic, you know, like saying, oh, and we all heard the bomb jokes, you know, the bombs. You're just disrespecting people's culture. You're disrespecting them as a person. You're disrespecting their culture as well. So that's why it's disrespectful to say, oh, worshiping your ancestors and doing this like evil or whatnot, blah blah blah. And I'm gonna just give it to you. Everything you basically do is a ritual. Especially like in the church or something, it's like a ritual. You know, communion, that's a ritual because you're doing something to gain something. You're doing something on a spiritual sense to gain something in a spiritual sense. So you're drinking the blood and you're eating the flesh to remember him, remember Christ. So that's basically a ritual. You're doing something in exchange for something. Law of exchange. You're doing something. You're exchanging something for something else. He's exchanging his blood and flesh in exchange for your remembrance of him. That's a ritual. You know, praying, catching the Holy Ghost and whatnot. That's a ritual. It's basically the same stuff, just different aspects of it. You know, they're rituals. People do rituals all the time. You go to a what do they call it? You know, Sabbath day. They're doing rituals. It's nothing different, you know. You go to a Buddhist monk temple. They're doing rituals by meditating. And when they're meditating, and you know, they're doing rituals and all that stuff too. So everyone does it. You burn a sage. That's a form of a ritual. Everything we do is a form of magic. Rituals are forms of magic. You're having sex. That's a ritual because you're exchanging energy, information, emotions, and emotions and information, things like that. You're exchanging stuff. Sex is a ritual. Whatever you speak out, saying affirmations, you know, that's a form of ritual too. You're putting the magic out that, like, oh, hey, I love myself. You're putting that energy out. You're putting that magic into you to get that feeling like, okay, I love myself. You know, your body and your mind is going to come forward with it. So everything you do basically is a ritual. It's a form of magic. Your words are magic. Your words carry energy, frequency, and vibration. Your thoughts carry information, energy, frequency, and vibrations. You know, that's why some people can pick up on what you're thinking. You can pick up on what other people are thinking and whatnot. And yeah. Woo. And that's basically, and you know how is it, like another reason why it's disrespectful. Like you're not going at someone, going at someone's culture, you're going at someone's belief systems, you're going at someone's ancestors, and you're also going at the people that are correlated with it, that have a relationship with it, you know? And it's just like, it's, you know, you're not just disrespecting someone, you're disrespecting the whole collective, you know? And you're seeing it at, like, you painted it as evil, is giving you stereotypical, it's building stereotypes that you cannot see a person's good deed, see the person for who they truly are. You can't see past what they believe in to see where their heart is, which is all that matters. At the end of the day, you have to see where a person's heart is. You can have people that paint themselves as all these classy people, the classiest people or whatnot. You can paint them as some people so classy, but they end up being like serial killers or something. You know, you can see someone going to college. You know, he's a straight A student or whatnot, and he's majoring in something like chemistry or something. And you find out he wants to make a bomb to blow up the whole United States. Versus, someone that's, in a tough spot, someone that's homeless or whatnot, a homeless person. There's homeless people with good hearts out here. They're not all trying to leech on everybody. There's a homeless person that picked up a woman's iPhone and gave it to her because she dropped it. He had a good heart. Whoever that homeless person was. There's homeless people out here that have good hearts. They're just in a low state. So it all matters of where your heart is. At the end of the day, you could be in a high place with a evil heart, wicked heart. You could be in a low place with a heart of gold. So yeah, I'm gonna just wrap this up. I hope you guys learned something. I've probably just been rambling for the last 5-10 minutes or whatever. However long I've been on here. But yeah, hope you guys are doing amazing. Peace and blessings, my soul family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I'll send you guys amazing energy. I'm out. I love you guys. Peace.